Hello, and welcome back to Bible Brain Teaser channel. Before we dive into the quiz world, please hit the button subscribe our channel to give us much motivation. Today, we have 19 quizzes about Leah and Rachel. Each you have 7 seconds for thinking. Let's go. Question number 1. Who was the older sister between Leah and Rachel? A. Leah. B. Rachel. C. Dinah. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Leah. Genesis 29-16. Now Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Question number 2. What did Jacob initially work for to marry Rachel? A. 7 years. B. 14 years. C. 3 years. Time for thinking. The correct answer is 7 years. Genesis 29-18. Jacob was in love with Rachel and said, "I'll work for you 7 years in return for your younger daughter, Rachel." Question number 3. Which sister did Jacob love more deeply? A. Leah. B. Rachel. C. Bilhah. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Rachel. Genesis 29-30. Jacob made love to Rachel also, and his love for Rachel was greater than his love for Leah. Question number 4. How many sons did Leah bear to Jacob? A. 6. B. 8. C. 4. Time for thinking. The correct answer is 6. Genesis 29:30-35. Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben, for she said, "It is because the Lord has seen my misery." Question number 5. What was the name of Leah's first son? A. Simeon. B. Levi. C. Reuben. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Reuben. Genesis 29-32. Leah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Reuben, for she said, "It is because the Lord has seen my misery. Surely my husband will love me now." Question number 6. What did Leah name her 4th son, attributing it to God's awareness of her suffering? A. Asher. B. Judah. C. Issachar. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Judah. Genesis 29-35. She conceived again, and when she gave birth to a son, she said, "This time I will praise the Lord." So she named him Judah. Then she stopped having children. Question number 7. Rachel and Leah were sisters, but who were their father and mother? A. Laban and Zilpah. B. Laban and Dinah. C. Laban and Bilhah. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Laban and Dinah. Genesis 29:16-17. Now Laban had 2 daughters. The name of the older was Leah, and the name of the younger was Rachel. Question number 8. What was Rachel's initial reason for giving her maid Bilhah to Jacob? A. To assist in household chores. B. To bear children on her behalf. C. To be a companion to Jacob. The correct answer is to bear children on her behalf. Genesis 30:3. Then she said, "Here is Bilhah, my servant. Sleep with her so that she can bear children for me, and I too can build a family through her." Question number 9. Which sister gave her maid to Jacob as a concubine first? A. Leah. B. Rachel. C. Both. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Leah. Genesis 32:9. When Leah saw that she had stopped having children, she took her servant Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. 10. What did Rachel steal from her father Laban when they left for Canaan? A. Sheep. B. Gold. C. Idols. Time for thinking. The correct answer is idols. Genesis 31:19. When Laban had gone to shear his sheep, Rachel stole her father's household gods. 11. Why did Leah name her sixth son Zebulun? Default text. A. Because she was blessed with a son in her old age. B. Because God had endowed her with a precious gift. C. Because she hoped her husband would dwell with her. The correct answer is because she hoped her husband would dwell with her. Genesis 30:20-21. Then Leah said, "God has presented me with a precious gift. This time my husband will treat me with honor, because I have borne him 6 sons." 12. Who was Leah's only daughter mentioned in the Bible? A. Dinah. B. Bilhah. C. Zilpah. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Dinah. Genesis 30:21. Afterward, she bore a daughter and named her Dinah. 13. Which sister cried out for, "Give me children, or else I die"? A. Rachel. B. Leah. C. Both. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Rachel. Genesis 30:1. When Rachel saw that she was not bearing Jacob any children, she became jealous of her sister. So she said to Jacob, "Give me children, or I'll die." 14. What did Rachel name her second son, expressing her gratitude to God for removing her reproach? A. Benjamin. B. Dan. C. Joseph. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Joseph. Genesis 30:23-24. She became pregnant and gave birth to a son and said, "God has taken away my disgrace." She named him Joseph and said, "May the Lord add to me another son." 15. Leah and Rachel had 2 female servants. Who were they? A. Bilhah and Dinah. B. Bilhah and Zilpah. C. Zilpah and Dinah. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Zilpah and Bilhah. Genesis 30, 9-10. When Leah saw that she had stopped having children, she took her servant Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. 16. Where did Rachel die and get buried? A. Hebron. B. Bethel. C. Bethlehem. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Bethlehem. Genesis 35-19. So Rachel died and was buried on the way to Ephrath, that is, Bethlehem. 17. What did Leah name her fifth son, signifying God had heard she was unloved? A. Naphtali. B. Gad. C. Issachar. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Issachar. Genesis 30, 17-18. God listened to Leah, and she became pregnant and bore Jacob a fifth son. Then Leah said, God has rewarded me for giving my servant to my husband. So she named him Issachar. 18. How did Rachel help Leah get more time with Jacob on their wedding night? A. Sent Bilhah in her place. B. Concealed Leah's identity. C. Gave Leah her jewelry. Time for thinking. The correct answer is gave Leah her jewelry. Genesis 29, 23-25. When evening came, he took his daughter Leah and brought her to Jacob, and Jacob made love to her. And Laban gave his servant Zilpah to his daughter as her attendant. When morning came, there was Leah. 19. Who gave mandrakes to Leah, leading to an arrangement to spend a night with Jacob? A. Bilhah. B. Zilpah. C. Rachel. Time for thinking. The correct answer is Rachel. Genesis 30, 14-16. During wheat harvest, Reuben went out into the fields and found some mandrake plants, which he brought to his mother Leah. Rachel said to Leah, "Please give me some of your son's mandrakes." But she said to her, "Wasn't it enough that you took away my husband? Will you take my son?" Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe our channel for Bible knowledge.